everyone, it's Night Force, and this is your midnight run on Terraria. Today, or in this part, we're going to start looking at the oh-so-wonderful customizationable accessories. Each character is capable of equipping up to 5 accessories, and each accessory has special effects. Some of them really good, but really hard to find, and some of them meh. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off my jungle gear. That way you can kind of see some things. Alright, number 1. We have the Anklet of the Wind. It increases your movement speed by 10%. So we go from, let me do this. See how fast I am now, and then, really can't tell, can we? Yeah. Supposed to increase your movement speed by 10%. And that you can find in a jungle dungeon. Next is the Band of Regeneration. Slowly regenerate your hit points. Kind of hard to see that. It regenerates 1 hit point every 3 seconds. So it's actually kind of useful. The more you stack up, the more you gain every 3 seconds. Next one is the, that. You can gain the Band of Regen in deep underground treasure chests, dungeons, and jungles. Next is the Band of Star Power. This you can find in chests, shadow orbs, and every now and again the Eater of Worlds will drop it. This increases your mana regeneration. I don't remember exactly by how much, but you can stack these up as well and have a really high mana regen. Next up is a Cloud in a Bottle. This is a very useful item, especially for people starting off. It's a very common one. You can find it in any chest, anywhere, anytime. Basically, instead of, oh look, my jump, you can now double jump. Isn't that useful? Alright, we'll also be revisiting that item when we come back to it. Next is the Cobalt Shield. This can only be found in dungeons, and it's increased your defense by 2. It also grants you immunity to knockback. So if you ever have any of those problems where you're bouncing back and forward from zombie to zombie to zombie because you're getting hit, this item will keep you from bouncing around and you'll just sit there. But also be wary that you'll just sit there. Knockbacks can save you. This is pretty much taking the safety switch off, so be very careful. You'll just sit there in a slime and ow, 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 ow. But a very useful item in my book. Next is the depth meter. You can make the depth meter by 10 copper bars, 8 silver bars, and 6 gold bars. When you equip it right here, you can see up there in the corner, there's a depth meter. Tells you how many feet you are above. I think rock level it is. And it's a so useful item, not something I'm very impressed with. Next is the Feral Claws. So it increases your attack speed by 10%. You'll see how fast that is, and then you equip it. A little bit of a noticeable difference. So you can also stack those and get a high attack speed. There is a limit though, believe it or not. I did not know that. Next, we have flippers. Let me quickly go somewhere real quick so we can show it off. Wee. Orb of light. See that? Thanks to flippers, I can now swim without anything. Just swim. Although some people question how useful it actually really is, due to the fact that you can use. Ow! Oh, I forgot about that. Shit. That you can use vines to get out of water. So it's it's debatable at the moment. Alright, let's take this back off. Next, it's the Hermes boots. This will boost your run speed 30% when you run a certain distance without any stopping. As you can see, it's check. I don't want to run off this thing. Stacking it does not allow anything. Putting a anklet of the wind on you will get you up to your 30% boost speed faster, but once you start running, your anklet of wind does not take effect on the final increased movement speed. You will only move at 30% greater speed when using the Hermes boots that it grants. Next, I say, is a must. Oh, Hermes. I just totally blew by a couple of pieces of important details, didn't I? Good lord, there is something on my mouse pad that is grimy on the side of it. Okay. And it's still there. There. Jesus. Flippers. You can, feral claws. That's where we kind of left it at. You can find them inside jungles, inside jungle treasure chests, and very rarely dungeons. Flippers. You can find it in chests. They're more so common underwater. And from what I've heard, that almost every world that is spawned, either the left or the right side, the very end of the world, there will be a chest with a flipper in it. Because each side of the world ends in water. So you'll find... so sleepy. So you'll find it there, somewhere. Sometimes in deep underwater chests. The Hermes boots, you can find anywhere. Literally anywhere, any given time. You never know. It'll be there. Next item, it's a lucky horseshoe. Okay, you ready for this? Ready for this? Oh snap! I didn't die. Why? Lucky horseshoe negates fall damage. You can find the lucky horseshoe on floating islands. So it's a little hard to find, and once you get it on a floating island, you'll be able to test it off right off the bat. And to me, it's a must-have. I'll always keep it down there in this little area right there. It's a must. And I can't stress that enough. A must. Next one is the Nature's Gift. When you have it equipped and you die, most of the time you'll only spawn with 5 hearts and probably about 5 mana. Well, when you have the Nature's Gift equipped, you'll spawn with all hearts and all stars, saving you from having to go to a trip to the nurse or have to drink potions. So it's good when you die. Keeping it equipped any other time is just a waste, in my opinion. It's okay when you know you're gonna die a lot, but there's better things that you can put that over. Next thing I also say is where to get Nature's Gift. Good card. Nature's Gift you can find in jungle bushes that are usually spawning on mud tiles, so jungles. And you can also find it inside jungle chests. So look underground, chop down as many plants as you can. You'll see one spit up eventually. And look around in chests for it. Next thing, the obsidian skull. This, I have to say, is a very useful item. And when I mean very useful, I mean I keep this thing equipped all the time. Here's an example. You see that down there? That's hellstone down there. Okay? Hellstone has the same properties as hellstone ore and meteorite. So when you touch it, oh snap, that hurts. But obsidian skull gives you 2 defense and grants you immunity to fire blocks. So now you can touch it. It's very useful, especially when harvesting hellstone or meteorite. It's necessary. you'll end up hit with a fire ant, and then you'll be a pinball machine bouncing around from hellstone brick to hellstone ore to hellstone brick to hellstone ore. Alright. The obsidian skull, you craft it. How do you craft it? You use 20 obsidians. Alright. You use that and you can get one of these things. And their defense stacks. So it's very, very, very useful. Next thing is one of my favorites. Although I suggest when you have it on, you have a lucky horseshoe. Is the rocket boots. Rocket boots you can obtain from goblins and dungeons. Very rarely goblins. And it enables you to fly. And now we're gonna drop. Now, the interesting thing about rocket boots is that you can equip, where is it? Cloud in a bottle. Jump, jump, boost. It stacks, which is very unique. Rocket boots uses 7 mana, and depending on what kind of armor suit you wear, you can actually last a pretty good while up in the air. You get up to 400 feet of height. Next thing, shackle. 1 defense. Get it from zombie. When you first start off, this thing will be very, very useful. You can stack it, so you'll have up to a total of 5 defense, and it's a useful item. It'll keep you alive at the beginning and your first few nights. You can get them from zombies. Very common. Next thing. Still yawning. Shiny red balloon. This is a very nice item. I usually keep it on myself as well. It enables higher jumps. As you can see, I'm jumping almost twice as high. But equip a cloud in a bottle, you get twice the jump on the jump. Both jumps. But wait, there's more. Put on a rocket boot, and you just go way up there. Balloon makes each mana usage on your rocket boots get you even higher per 5 mana or 7 mana that the rocket boot goes. So these 3 items all together give you optimum jumping efficiency. It is nice. That's all I can say. But I don't use cloud in a bottle, because all I need is the rocket boots. The next thing is a gold watch. You can have a gold watch, which tells you it down to the minute, a silver watch, which tells you up to the half hour, and a copper watch, which tells you every hour. So when I equip this, oh look, it's 7:42 right now, 7:43, 7:42, 7:43. Wow, a little bit of lag there. There you can see the time, and it'll keep track of when it is, how it is, and whatnot. Let me equip my items back. I usually keep the cobalt shield on me just in case I want to fight real good. Now the next item, not actually an accessory, but still we gotta look at it. The magic mirror. Use this, it'll warp you back to your spawn point or to your bed. And it's very useful. You can go splunking. When you think you're about to die, quickly go to it and oh snap, you're safe and you get to keep your money. Although other than that, I've seen some people get pissed off because they'll accidentally click it while fighting a boss and warp home and totally leave a group of people behind. But that pretty much sums it up for the items here, or the accessories. These things are extremely useful, and some of them I find necessary. And oh yeah, and angel statue doesn't do anything. Go figure. And next video, the final video, will be all on armor and their effects and how much defense they grant you. Oops. So I'll see you guys then. Take it easy, take care, and return your midnight step.